Good morning, pancakes and champions alike. My name is Sean, coming to you live from the safe, isolated confines of Cody Entertainment streaming studio in beautiful and very, very warm now Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. With me today and forever is, of course, the guy you know and love, the talent on the show. It's Lee.
Aw. Thank you, forever best friend Sean. And I'm a talent on this show. We're the
Oh,
talents. And I guess I should just say that I'm coming to you live from the pits of Avernus, Phoenix, Arizona, where it's so hot.
hot, hot,
Uh,
hot.
yeah, so I had posted that my AC went down, but we got like
Mm.
a unit in the apartment complex brought over like one of those um, mobile units so that our living room was cool.
Oh yeah.
But then on Thursday, our kitchen AC went down,
Oh no.
and I had to use the fryer, the stovetop, and it was like 100 degrees in this small kitchen. It was
Oh no.
Yeah, I was melting. Give me
Yeah.
1 second.
Yep.
I've got to suit up.
Oh, very for the wristband. Yeah, well, yeah, same here, Lauren. And it was what 17 degrees out this morning, and even then I was like, ooh, it's warm.
All right, let's do that pancake thing we do so well.
Yeah, yeah. There's some cool ones today. I had to sneak off during the countdown timer there to get an allergy pill because my allergies starting to kick in, and by Lord, it would not go down. Kept getting stuck in different parts of my mouth as I was trying to swallow it. I was like, what's going on? Very weird. So how's everybody doing? How's we're coming on to the end of the event? A couple days left. Ends on Monday. Then we got some cool stuff coming next week. Some creepy crawlies. Everyone getting all the gear they want for Sleaze or Nova or Korth, I think. Lauren's still grinding out the Sleaze chests, of course. Running free plays for days. Yeah, I only ran. I think I spent a night just like running a bunch of Sleaze free plays. So I think I went through like 82 or something along those lines, which is pretty good overnight. So just full epic Korth, nice. Battle Ranger got tickets to an Unleash the Archer show. I've never heard of them. A Vancouver power metal band, nice. That's cool. Yeah, we got some cool stuff coming. What is on our list today? I think I had it up somewhere. What are you doing first? Oh, okay. I see what you're doing first. I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I was kind of going order of email.
Oh, okay. It's different than what I got in my stream channel at work. So it's Red 13. Yeah, Final Fantasy crossover confirmed.
Finally, we can talk about
Yeah, woof, woof. It's been a hard,
Spelljammer confirmed.
Yeah.
Red 13.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So actually, that one that bugged me a little bit in the new Final Fantasy, the remake, 7 remake. Is that you couldn't play as Red 13? You couldn't he was just kind of like in the party and would help out a little bit, but you couldn't like control him like the others.
Yeah.
That wasn't not so fun. Wish I could have played as the dog boy. Kenny Q got that Briv slot 4G in a wall offer. Ooh, nice. Hopefully everything else in it was good too. So how's your week? How's anything exciting? Anything ongoing?
I mean, it was decent. Other than, it's getting so hot and things.
Oh god, I know. Yeah.
But otherwise, yeah, doing good. Father's Day is on Sunday, and one of those now, so I get to enjoy my second one. And this time, Miles is of an age where it's not just like, so for Father's Day, just let me not have to deal with the baby at all today. Now it's just this morning. I don't want to deal with him in the morning and then play it by ear.
Yeah. So apparently, so Trevor is saying that you brought up grapes on pizza last night.
Mm-hmm.
And so what is that about?
Uh, okay, so anytime because so Lauren, and I'm so sorry I forgot to like untag you with the myriad responses that came from it. Um, it's just she did like I ate way too much pizza AMA, and one thing that is always brought up when that kind of thing is done is pineapple on pizza.
Of course.
Thoughts?
Yeah.
Now, I'm definitely going to put out there that I am from the abso-friggin-lutely camp. I love pineapple on pizza.
It's okay to be wrong, but continue.
I know, Sean, and that's why I still love you for being wrong. No, but it's always, it's always one of those questions is pineapple, thoughts? And so I was just kind of having fun with that after Trevor was the pineapple thoughts guy. And I said, yeah, but what about grapes? And then you could either say it evolved or devolved from there to I really want to buy Dusty a pizza for him to put grapes on. And then live stream him trying grapes on pizza. Now, I will say, I've never done it. I've never thought to do it. But it was just, late night stream of conscious thought.
We had like I think it was a Christmas party a couple of years ago here. I think it was David made like this like chicken and grape flatbread. That was pretty good. That Nevada we still make it at home sometimes. So I think on a flatbread it's fine. As a pizza, probably not so much. I just don't think it would add a lot of like flavor to it.
Then get more grapes.
Get more grapes.
Get enough grapes. You're gonna taste it.
Yeah. Would a wine-based sauce be enough grapes?
No, I'm talking. Pizza is a cheese and
like with the traditional like cheese marinara sauce.
Traditional pizza. I'd allow for there to be another topping, but like, ham goes on Canadian bacon goes on Hawaiian pizzas a lot.
Yeah.
I actually prefer pepperoni, onion, and pineapple is one of my favorite pizzas.
Oh, weird. Just give me a nice meat lovers. Give me nice meat lovers and I'm good.
So pizza cooked,
yeah,
topped with sliced open green grapes.
Someone was saying grapes on a goat cheese and pear pizza, but not with marinara sauce. Sounds kind of nice.
Right, but I'm not trying to make it a Mediterranean
Yeah.
feast for the. I'm saying you are.
Like it's like a New York style pizza, but just grapes on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Would you put the?
I'm a traditionalist. What can I say?
Yeah. Evil 2 makes a good point. It says cooked grapes doesn't sound good. So would you put the grapes on after the fact, or would you cook it with the grapes?
Oh, after the fact.
I thought, yeah, okay.
Something like my brother always used to. He liked tomato and green pepper as his toppings a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And we would always leave instructions to put the what's it called? The tomatoes on after the pizza came out of the oven.
Oh yeah. Nice, cool, refreshing bite. I'm not a big fan of tomatoes though, so.
It's okay to be wrong.
I mean, that's fine. I'll take that one.
I don't. I mean, that's the thing is, I'm not one of those people who's like, oh man, you don't like this thing that some people like, some people don't like. How can you be so?
Yeah. I am
That's just,
appalled.
yeah, like I don't.
Yeah.
I just can't care enough about something so trivial.
Yeah. Mr. Hippie says they had a banana on a pizza with chicken. It was yummy. Huh. That's okay.
It was like plantains.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Give us a more. What else was on the pizza? That sounds actually since. So I love bananas. So it sounds interesting at least. Although I'm not liking what Lazy Jacob says here with nothing beats pepperoni and tuna pizza. I hate tuna. It smells gross, tastes gross.
Sounds like you just got a lot of hate in your heart.
I do. Just one grumpy man. That's all I am. Garwar's a big fan of the pizza. It's pepperoni and black olives.
I'm not big olives on pizza.
Yeah, I'm not a big olive fan. So.
Seamsies.
Yeah. Breakfast pizza should be a banana topping and a peanut butter sauce.
I promise you that exists somewhere.
Oh, probably. I've always wanted to try one of those Dairy Queen treats of pizzas. It's just like an ice cream cake, but in like a pizza format.
Mm-hmm. Pizza format.
Yeah.
I wonder if they use a good marinara.
Yeah. Marinara and ice cream. Ooh. Probably broccoli on pizza is surprisingly good if it gets a good crisp.
Yeah, I could totally see that. Although you probably want that like on a white pizza.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like an Alfredo'd.
Yeah. Oh yeah, what's it? McNeil DJ says I like spinach on my pizza. I think spinach is a pretty common add-on for pizza nowadays. Yeah. In Sweden, they have a banana curry pizza. Oh, I don't know if I like that. Let's take a look.
Take a look if I like it.
Yeah, it's apparently a Swedish favorite. Oh, come on.
Yeah, artichoke heart sounds real good. Pickled or fresh? A lot of times you get pickled
I
artichoke.
think I've only ever had only had artichokes in spinach dip.
Have you ever just had artichokes with like
No.
drawn garlic butter? Oh,
Nope.
that's the bobo.
Cheeseburger mini pizza topped with a fried egg. Whoo! Wilhelm. That sounds pretty good, actually. Japan loves sweet corn on their pizza. Oh yeah, yeah. Apparently, like Japanese pizza is like just very different.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, shocker.
Have you seen how awesome like their Kit Kat selection is?
Yeah, Kit Kat's like a huge thing in Japan.
I know.
Yeah, that's what they give to like student graduates. I think. Like it's like the gift for graduating like high school, like middle school and stuff. I haven't had breakfast yet. This discussion is painful on many levels. I had breakfast today, so that's all we're talking about is now it's food. Emma was asking how are wild offers randomized because the past two I got were identical. It kind of just looks for what you're missing and will offer it to you. So sometimes it'll offer the same thing at a different price point. With that's really about it. It's just random. So. Garth says, when I visit my relatives in Berkeley, there's this place that makes Chicago-style chicken pizza with mushrooms, basil, and garlic, and that sounds really good.
Wait, say that again?
A Chicago-style pizza. So I'm imagining a deep dish.
Oh yeah.
With mushroom, it's chicken, mushrooms, basil, and garlic. That sounds really good. Kit Kat is close to the Japanese phrase for good luck. Ah, that's cool. Was it one of the last times Nevada and I went? I think it was the last time Nevada and I went to Gen Con. We went and got. There was they had a deep dish pizza place there that I wanted to try, but it wasn't. It was like okay. So I'm just wondering if it was like either I'm not a big fan of the deep dish, or they just didn't make good deep dish.
I used to work for Oregano's Pizza for a long time.
Oh, we have oregano's here. Yeah, they're good.
Their deep dish was super good. I really enjoyed it.
Question about the pancake batter art: is the batter just colored or is it also flavored?
It's just colored.
Yeah.
I've messed around a little bit with like flavoring, but like the extracts and things like that. Their flavors, it's either you have to put in so much that it gets really intense, or it's completely unnoticeable.
Mm-hmm.
And it can affect the batter consistency, like we talk about sometimes, but also it's just a matter of like color mixing. Color mixing is so all over the place, and now if you add flavor mixing, well, that's just grapes on pizza.
Yeah. Oh, morning, Jess here. How's it going?
Good morning.
So what is it? I saw something that was really funny. Oh yeah, bad legends. I haven't tried deep dish yet. One day I'll grab a spoon and go for it. Yeah, I actually don't know if we have a lot of like deep dish pizza places in Victoria. Now I'm looking it up.
I mean, Oregano's.
I actually don't know if Oregano's here has deep dish. Oh, we do have a place called. It's called Super Baked.
It's called Canada's only place you can get deep dish pizza.
Yeah.
Home with deep dish pizza.
This doesn't look like deep dish pizza though. And it looks like a thicker pizza, but not like the deep dish.
Yeah, not like a pan.
Yeah. Like it comes in a bowl kind of thing.
It's like a bread bowl.
Yeah.
Soup. It's a pizza soup. That's deep dish, right? I know what you're looking for. You're looking for a deep dish pizza. Enjoy this bread bowl.
Super baked pizza for Zoners, yeah. I mean, their website is actually I think it's pretty well designed. It's pretty colorful. It's like really out there. I'm more, I always do try ordering different pizza places to see which one's good. So maybe next time, like Domino's is just my regular because they're just good. Their pan pizza is like chef's kiss. The deepest dish on the West Coast. It's not that deep though, unless I'm just misunderstanding what the deep dish is. Cause like when we had them in Gen Con, they came in like a full on it was like a cake pan pretty much.
I mean, it's usually not served in the pan, but that is definitely how it's made.
Yeah.
I mean, it is cooked in a deep dish.
Yeah. Lawrence, I don't think it was in the pan, but it was definitely like a big, it was like a thick pie like this, yeah. So a couple inches deep, and you with a knife and fork. Yeah. See, these guys, these just look like thicker pizzas, and they're like, yeah, deep dish. Like this isn't. Why you always lying? All right, Super Baked. Maybe next time. We'll see.
Super baked when they wrote that ad copy.
Yeah. You can order frozen Giordano's online. What's Giordano's? Is that is that a good?
You mean DiGiorno's?
Sure.
Let me look.
Join the G Club.
does say Giordano, so either it's a typo or a different place.
Yeah. Show me at the next Gen Con after this year. We can get some pizza there. Totally. Oh yeah. I'm not going to this Gen Con. Then I got a lot going on coming this September. So probably I definitely think next year will be the next Gen Con for sure for us. So whoever's going, I want to meet you all. It's that simple.
Yeah, I really hope that in the coming year I can find justifiable reasons to go to more cons and get to make awesome pancakes and things like that.
Yeah.
Pancake artists are like vampires, man. You gotta be invited.
Next con, we're all going out for waffles. Nope.
I feel like a Garwar thing. Nope.
Jabos 157 says, you mentioned previously the screen turning black is just loading to the next area. Is there a reason why the UI elements aren't drawn above the transition? You can still use them but not see anything. I don't know. I don't think there's a reason.
And the reason is
yeah. I think it is supposed to just mask like a loading screen when you transition to the next area, and it'd probably look better with the screen going black as it kind of covering the party rather than the party just kind of hovering over a black screen when it goes on. So.
Okay, at Garwar, we can't go out for pancakes because there won't be art ones. Get it. But also, you just make us breakfast.
Yeah.
I'm also a professional cook, so. So last Sunday, my best friend had his birthday the week before, but his family monopolized all his time, like the jerks. And I'm just kidding. But we had him over last Sunday, and I made 2 slabs of baby back ribs, corn on the cob, and like a smoked mozzarella pasta salad from Whole Foods.
Oh.
And then I got him a chocolate ganache birthday cake.
Oh my god.
Those ribs turned out real good.
All right, next birthday I'm coming down to Arizona. Like, I'm here. Cook me food.
What month is your birthday again?
It's in May.
May?
Yeah.
It'll be a little hot, bud.
I'll deal with it. It'll be fine. What is I made a really good pulled pork this week.
Ooh.
Yeah. Some pulled pork sandwiches. Then we had pulled pork KD the next day with the leftovers, but it wasn't as good as I thought it would be, personally.
KD?
Yeah.
What's that?
Craft dinner.
Oh. You know.
Did I say KD? I thought I said craft dinner. Weird.
You said KD.
Oh. my brain said craft dinner, and then the Canadian part of me said KD. So.
Well, the Lee part says I'm a flip.
Yeah.
Cook.
Oh, the detail. This is Tequila Lee, an evil so awesome that he has multiple forms in the game and his very own portrait.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I saw this art, and at first I was like, "Wow, is that the sketching hour one?" But because it was so counter to what a lot of the stills.
He looks spooky.
I'm a vampire.
I'm a vampire, Noel. Sir, are you a regular Noel? No, I'm a vampire, Noel. Yeah.
See?
Yeah. Speaking of regular Noels, anybody watch the wrap up yesterday?
I watched some of it.
Watched some of it, yeah.
I fell asleep to it.
Their soothing voices get you sometimes.
Well, I can fall. When I was younger, I used to fall asleep to Holst's Mars, the Warbringer.
The what?
Holst, the classical music, the composer Holst, and he has like the planets are it's like Mercury, Neptune, etc. And there's one for war or Mars, bringer of war. It's the ones like dun 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 dun.
Oh, the planet's suite for opera. Gustav Holst. Huh. You know, if I heard it, I'd probably recognize it, but
I did a perfect rendition.
on key and everything.
Garwar messaging me on Discord during my show,
Bum, bum,
which is
bum.
fine. I can always just stop doing the show and respond to it real quick. I'll get
Look, Gar, you have 2 shows already. All right, stick it to mine.
Well, you're always welcome now.
Gar called out, yeah. And also Gar gets all the things, yeah. The Vox Machina Honey 9 one-shot is today as well.
Oh, it's today?
Yeah. So anybody got predictions? Anybody thoughts? That was kind of the big thing, the majority thing I want to talk about today is this. Because
Probably going to be a spell or two used.
Yeah.
Who's doing who now?
So it is Vax, Pike, and Scanlan versus Beauregard, Jester, and Ford. There's a wild card factor of Molly and Percy. So I don't know how that's gonna work, but
Kind of wish it was Caduceus, but I get it.
yeah. Well, the double cleric is just not fair. One thing I found when Nadar and I were talking about it was that Mighty 9 have such a higher hit point pool than Vox Machina does. Like, I think Pike was the highest at the pool with like 103. But Mighty 9 were like in the 120s and 130s, or 120s to 140s for all 3 of them. Yeah. So there's a definite hit point advantage for the Mighty 9.
Are they going to have like the equipment that they had at that point?
At level 15, yeah. Yeah, Vax do a lot of damage though. That's true. Yeah, I think Vax will have Whisper, like the wings, the boots, so he'll be able to go around everywhere, and that's if they can ever see him. I think Pike will have her plate mail, and Scanlan is just Scanlan. Yeah, it's like glass cannons versus like the sustained fighters. And it honestly, I think it depends on how many stuns Bo can get off, and how many Lux Liam has, if he has 3 or 4. I think that'll be like one of the biggest tie turners is like just the luck points in general. Jazz asking, so what's the weekend buffs in GE? Funny you should ask. I'm actually looking at them right now. So this weekend is the Horns and Scales weekend. So we are buffing this week Tyrell, who has a horn in the unicorn form. Makos, Tiefling, or Kira, has both really. Grama has scales on her shell, and Puent, who is covered in spikes. So I guess horns. And the GE this week is, you're gonna love this one. So Kira's slot 4 elemental fire boost. It's all about that debuff boosting. Woohoo! Lauren says, I feel bad for Bo. Her stuns are going to be hard because they all have high buffs. High buffs? I don't know. Like the thing with
what's her DC?
17? 16, 17? something like that. Like I think Vax is like a 9 con, Skellen's 10, and like Pike is like a 12. So like I think con wise they're gonna lose. They're probably gonna roll. They're gonna lose that fight. I think.
Luck point.
Yeah, but only Vax has that, right? So yeah, it's a con save to avoid being stunned. Everyone's like, oh wow, that's a good GE. Yeah, it's gonna be it's a good one this week. So make sure you pick it up. The buffs, debuffs, buff the debuffs. Yeah. So what I think we've determined in this, it all comes down to critical rolls. You're lucky you're a mod goer. Also drop a bless and DC 17 is too hard to get. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen Pike cast bless. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I'm just, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm really curious as how this wild card thing is gonna work. If it's like they have to like maybe capture a point to get like Molly or Percy on their side. But if Percy has the majority though, he's just gonna stand back from like 300 feet, just pot shot people.
Well, I mean, you don't think that it's just they both have them, and in the initiative when it's one's turn, Taliesin does that, and when it's the other's turn, he does that, or do you think there's a mechanic to it?
I think there's gonna be a mechanic to it. I think that'll make it a bit more interesting. Because they said Taliesin's the wild card, so maybe they're pulling from the deck. Who knows? I'm glad they didn't include like Grog. As much as I would love to see like Grog in it and stuff, like Grog or like Yasha. They're just damage sponges.
But how did that work out for Grog in the level 20 game?
I mean, I level 20 Barbarian versus like a couple like level 20 casters. It's just not fair. Like one domination spell and it could be it. Whoever gets Taliesin first is going to have the advantage just because of action economy. Totally. Yeah. I think Vox Machina will have the advantage in action economy just because of Vax. He'll be like, alright, turn 1, I activate my Boots of Haste. And then I go, Neum. So if an all-lizard party played a setting in the ancient Roman Empire, would that make it a Greco-Roman mythology? Get out of here.
Save 15% or more on that action economy.
Yeah. Save 15% or more on your chariot insurance. Oh. Greco-Roman. Stupid. Yeah, Dad? Yeah.
Papa?
You're back from getting smokes. Yeah, exciting. And then, what is it? Gecko-Roman, sorry. Did I say I said Greco, but yeah, Gecko. We got the joke. We got the joke. And then Exandria Unlimited starts next week.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, with a Bria Iyengar. Yeah.
Summer of Rio.
Yeah. Saying earlier to, saying earlier that she's taking over everything because she's also in the new Dimension 20 campaign. So now I'm predicting the next time I turn on Glass Cannon Podcast, they're gonna be like, our special guest GM, Bria Iyengar.
Yeah, I thought it was funny too when I saw like the tweets like, "Watch your back, Griffin."
Yeah, yeah. Just become the world eater, just taking over all the shows.
Ria's fantastic. Oh, it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Both shows are gonna be so good.
Yeah, yeah. I'm excited for you, for EXU. The new cast.
Like, I'm excited for you. I was like, thanks. What?
Sweet, something I can see from the beginning. Yeah, this one's only like only an 8 episode little, excuse me, a little mini campaign. So add a little break so Matt can plan campaign 3. Why there be so many good TTRPGs? I don't have time to watch them all. Totally. Oh man. So I only stick to 2 with like with Critical Role and Glass Cannon. Critical Role is 10 p.m. Eastern. Yes, because it's 7 p.m. Pacific.
What about tonight's game or today's game?
I think it's at 7. To Twitter. Critical Role. Really, they haven't made a post about their.
Yeah, I didn't know this today.
Yeah, they talked about it yesterday. On the ending. Where is? Maybe it's on their actual website. Schedule. Yeah, 7 p.m. today. Yeah. It's just titled One Shot on their website.
Is Noel K-N-O-L-L?
Sorry?
Noel? Regular Noel? Is it G-N-O-L or K-N-O-L?
G-N-O-L-L. Yeah. It's Gnoll. I'm excited for EX2 because we get Matt to try to play. He was the strong side of in Deadwood's short. Yeah, oh, the Deadwoods was so good.
Was it what? Was it good?
The one that Brian Foster ran.
Oh, Deadwood, yeah.
Yeah, that was. I loved that. That one was really good.
You put Kari Payton in almost anything, and it's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Oh, was there a cord running across? No, you got took it off. There was a cord running across the griddle.
I know, I saw it.
Yeah. The only problem is I can't watch the stream and work on my own campaign at the same time. Yeah, you gotta pick one. Unless you can divide your brain, but I can't do it.
You need to get your alar working better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been reading it.
Oh, you've been reading it. How you liking it?
Loving it.
It's good, right?
Yeah, I'm like 60% down the first book.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I should just finish Mistborn. It's like at my desk, so I might just read it during lunch just to.
But don't you not like it that much? Or did it grow on you?
Oh, I haven't started it again yet. I just like that bugs me about all the time. So I'm like maybe it's I did this with the second campaign of the Adventure Zone. The what was it called? What's
The
what is
Monster
that?
of the Week one?
Yeah. I don't remember what it was called. I never remember. No, what was the second campaign of the Adventure Zone? Oh my god, my brain. Why is it? Amnesty. Yes, thank you. Amnesty. The one with the banger opening song.
Mm-hmm.
I got like halfway through it, then stopped, and I was like, it's not that good. And then it finished, and I was like, no, it got better. So like, listen to it. I was like, oh, okay. So I like literally the next episode I listened to, I was like, wow, this is really good. So I think I might have done that same thing with Mistborn so far, where I like got to a point where I was like, it's okay, and then stopped, but it might get better. So I'm just gonna do it just to say like I finished the book, and then I'm good. Oh, bang! I believe this is I know it's a shadow demon. I think this is also Cthulhu's like familiar like demon thing that pops up. Whiskey helped me multitask. I have a D&D session tonight. Need to get lubricated enough to play and watch Griddle at the same time. Oh, Lee, did you go quiet?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I just.
Sorry, 'cause I didn't hear like the slap usually happens with the pancake, and I didn't hear anything from the griddle when you put the water on it. I was like, uh-oh.
I cast Featherfall on the.
Yeah, I was like, it got really quiet all of a sudden. I wasn't too sure if it just like cut out or not. Yeah, a portion of this is like that I was saying in chat. This is like this Reddit post of someone who's like, I read all of Mistborn and all of like Stormlight, except for like the last book, and I determined I don't like it. Like, I didn't like it from the beginning. I didn't like it to the end. It's like, you read 7 of his books, and was like, you know what? I don't like it. It's like, wow, kudos.
Yeah. I really liked Warbreakers. I think it's Warbreaker. That's got like.
Yes, by Sanderson.
Yeah, Warbreaker's a really cool one. Its magic system is really fun.
Lady Jacob is asking, is there a good system for a Three Kingdoms Dynasty Warrior setting? Looking for a system that allows individual growth with mass combat and a small speckle of magic. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Kenny Koo is suggesting Fate. Yeah, my knowledge of TTRPGs is woefully small, unfortunately. Let's take a look. What's this one? No. And nothing. Yeah, nothing I can see. Right off of like the quick Google search. So, when you draw with pencils, do you try to squeeze them out of habit?
You know, it's actually kind of funny. One of the things that prevents me, makes me not draw too often, is I kind of do squeeze the shit out of pencils. My grip when I draw on a pencil is too hard. Is like I squeeze the shit out of it. It's a really hard grip. And it hurts my hand a lot.
Tofu Cleaver comes in saying, "Hi, this is Lee's friend Tad. Just popping to say hi before I go to donate blood. The vampire theme is strong today."
Ted is one of the people I play Wednesday games with. It's been a little while since we've done Alien D&D, old school D&D. We're talking Thaco, baby.
Ooh, Thaco days. I suddenly feel less for asking. It's a good question. Tad says it's been too long since we rolled dice.
I know.
Yeah, pandemic be doing that.
Well, pandemic be giving us avenue to play.
That's true. I have played more during the pandemic than I have at any other point because online made it easy. Made it really easy to meet up. And now half my group is is up island now, so. Which means
I'm so happy that I got a pancake with so many friggin' legs.
I know, right?
At least it's not like a beholder where it's so like
you need the specific eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, where it's like really contentious. Or like, hey, how come there's not 4,000 legs? I need to see them all represented.
I just noticed the image that got sent is actually missing half the legs on three of the mobsters.
Wait,
Uh-oh.
what?
If you look at the reference art, in the middle, there's three legs in the middle that are missing, kind of like
Oh.
the down, yeah, like the femur, pretty much. Uh-oh. I wonder if that was like something happened with Dylan when he was making the art or flipping it, or if that's actually like a
It's all an optical illusion, buddy.
yeah. Yeah, I wonder what Lee's making. I think it's bugged. Yeah. Yeah, so hard to get the hit group together. It's hidden blessing. Yeah, definitely a hidden blessing, and like it made it easier to play. You just you hop on like a Zoom call or Meets or Discord, whatever, and then you can just play from home. But there's something special about like sitting at the table and playing that way, rather than like there's always seems that little bit of delay when it comes to playing online that kind of like can like interfere with people. So.
That just takes time and willingness to get past.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
It's all adaptation to your surroundings.
Yeah, I definitely when I first started playing like online, I did not like it, but it did kind of grow on me later as I guess I got like a good camera, and just kind of started like kind of leaning more into it. Because you can use voice changers online.
I've also just found that playing in my underwear gets a lot less of a weird reaction.
It's only weird if it's only you. If everyone else is in their underwear, then it's fine.
Rather they didn't.
Yeah. Holly started playing
Just
35 years ago in the backyard while camping. Nice.
yeah, I do think that would be a lot of fun. It's like
Car, that's a deep cut. That hurts. Says, we don't have more of in this game? Bugs, let's add more. Ouch.
ooh.
That hurts. That hurts hard. That cuts me deep. Shame on you for that one. Shame. It's funny, but shame. It's not a bug, it's a feature, yeah. I wouldn't mind playing. It would be fun to play like kind of like a Headspace D&D while you're like camping in a backyard. Something could be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it compiles, it works. Fair. Yeah. Jacob first started playing in 2013 when 5e was still D&D Next. Wow. I actually have a D&D Next like book at home.
Sounds like a Pepsi flavor.
Have you tried Pepsi D&D Next? It's really good. Yeah, it only has like 3 classes in it, I think. It's like a cleric, like fighter and rogue or something like that. Yeah, the Remraz is a pretty cool monster. Yeah, this is one that like burns when it bites people, right? Remraz on D&D Beyond.
If it burns and you bite people, you really should go see a doctor.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this thing hurts like a mother. 6d10 piercing damage.
Woo.
Plus 3d6 fire damage on a bite. And then it can swallow you and deal 6d6 acid damage. And if you hit it with a melee attack, you take 3d6 fire damage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
One of those.
Yeah, this like the Remraz is nasty. It deals so much damage. It's like, yeah, 60, 10 plus 7, so it's like base 40 points of damage. But it's only got the one attack, so.
Well, yeah, when it's defense, like when it's doing. I like the concept of like doing damage when you get hit as a like Armor of Agathis is such a cool spell.
Oh, totally.
Spike damage has always been a thing that I've enjoyed in games.
Yeah. Like reflect and stuff. Yeah.
Mhm.
Hong looks with damn near magical playing back in the day. We had a fantastic DM. He ended up doing some way off Broadway plays. You know, a small part in an independent film. Oh, awesome! Sounds like it would have been a blast. They would kill a wizard before she got a chance to be swallowed. Yeah, I mean the Remorhaz is it's CR11, so if your party wasn't average level 11, then yeah, probably. You have to deal 30 points of damage or more in a single turn from inside the creature. Before it goes, bleh, spits you out. Yeah, cool monster. I've not used one in a game yet. I want to.
Yeah. All right, where would you put it?
Ooh. I mean, like Rimrazes are mostly in the north. Where would I put it? Oh wait, they're weaker than purple worms, right? I think they are. Let's see. Yeah, they're much weaker than purple worms. I'd probably do some bait and switch with a purple worm, where I'd make the players think it was a purple worm, and then just have it be Rimraz. They'd be going through a tunnel, and they would see a purple worm just fly by in a tunnel ahead of them, and oh god, that's a huge worm. Then they would hear more of a rumbling, but it'd be a Rimraz coming up from a different path.
Cool.
Still remember the death of my first D&D character. My barbarian was tired of eating trail rations and went fishing, which angered our druid for some reason. He summoned a crocodile and sick his wolf. And he seemed which crit and killed me. I got killed over a bucket of fish. What? That seems ridiculous.
Seems right.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems weird that the druid was like, you can't eat fish, how dare you? And then murdered you for it.
There was Matt Colville put up a thread yesterday about kind of the difference of old school dungeon crawls as opposed to adventures with dungeons in them, and it was brought up about ration and resource management and things like that, and I was like, oh, I'm getting an anxiety attack just thinking about it.
Oh yeah. Sometimes I'm I have a hit and miss with resource management like that, because it's just sometimes it just feels so unfun. But it can also I guess it depends on the group.
I think it also depends on what the if resource management was something that was throughout the whole game a huge thing, that would be harder to deal with than all right, you're going on a trek to get from here to here, and it's gonna be weather conditions are gonna be a fact,
Yeah.
a pre-planned hey, this is where you guys need to go and this is what's gonna be happening. Ready for that flip?
Yeah, flip the bug. Ew. Ew, the Remoraz. Ew. Yeah, flip that bug, yeah.
I don't know if I want to give this one to Miles. I don't want to take burning damage when he eats it.
Yeah. He can help us squash the bug, it's fine. Alright guys, one less bug in the game, we're good. Don't worry. Everyone's doing their part. First tasty bug ever created. Yeah, exactly.
I know, I've heard crickets are pretty good.
Yeah, fully were that easy. Oh god, yeah. What's your favorite class? Ooh, that's a hard question.
I mean, for me, it's really just whatever I'm playing in that moment. Like, I don't know. I don't really get bogged down so much with like class stuff as much as the character I'm playing. Is it a fun character?
Yeah.
I do very much enjoy a monk if I'm doing the mega punchies.
Yeah. Hmm. Favorite class. Yeah, I'm very partial to rogues. They like stealth. Um, I think yeah, rogues and monks tend to be like my go-to. But but while playing D&D, I've definitely broken away from that and been into the more cleric wizard spellcasting schools because I love magic. Spellcasting is so much fun in D&D
Yeah.
because it's so you can do so much with it.
It's just a bummer when you got saves are a huge part,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
and you get to higher level stuff where it's like, yeah, they have to roll a 4 or less
Yeah.
to get hit by it.
Yeah. Oh, and they have advantage. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Like every like in the Descent into Avernus campaign, like every major fiend you fight has like magic resistance. They just have an advantage on every saving throw. Which kind of sucked for any sort of like restraint spells or anything. But yeah, what are they called? Savers suck. That's what it is.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I do think I prefer nowadays playing wizards or clerics or bards, or anything with like a majority magic. Just because they're interesting. You can do a lot of fun stuff.
Although I will say, thanks to Todd and Lauren, one of my favorite characters I ever played was a wildfire druid who had who had no desire to be a druid.
Oh, was that the gnome?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
David the gnome. Yeah, Lauren's idea of doing a small creature so that my fire spirit could be identical gave me just the idea of like seeing the brave version of myself trying to push me to become the prophesied whatever when all I wanted to do was just be left alone.
I just want to live in my house alone, man. I just want to hang out.
Just I live in a tree. That doesn't mean I love trees. Come on.
Yeah.
But it was just really it was really cool flavor wise to have different ways to cast the spells, like either like I had firebolt, no, not firebolt, scorching ray, and my character's like, you know what, I think I finally got this, and I was like, I cast scorching ray at 4th level, and then only one ray came out when I shot it, but then my spirit behind me was just like blah blah blah.
That's cool. I remember we had like our streaming meeting. I think it was this Monday, and Todd and Dylan were talking about a warlock paladin mix where you can double smite. So you can take like divine smite from the paladin and then also take eldritch smite from the Pact of the Blade level 5. What are they called? The warlock, the invocation. and you can do both in the same turn. So if you roll a crit, you can be like, all right, well, I'm going to spend a 4th level spell slot. Oh, that was on Champions of Lore. Okay, we were talking about this in the stream meeting too. Yeah, you take like a 4th level spell slot, and just dump 48 there, and then another level 3 spell slot for the Divine Smite. Okay, like 3d8 there, double all that, and then just smash somebody. Is that a unicorn sheep? Why, yes, I think it is. Which one's this? Oh, yeah, the angelic unicorn sheep. Oh, Aaron and B. Dave brought up the double smite? Ah, okay. The unicorn? The unicorn? Yeah.
The unicorn?
Yeah. The unicorn? Yeah.
Ooh, woo, woo, woo.
How many cards did you make for all this one?
A lot.
Yeah.
A
Rainbows.
lot. The rainbows are so pretty. So it's kind of totally cool.
An unicorn is a chibi unicorn? Yeah.
You get a bunch of them in a line. It's a Q-corn.
It's a unicorn. All right, and that's the end of our show today, folks. And we're gonna wrap it up a little early. No.
I don't know. That wasn't terrible. The head legs.
Yeah. Jeez. Yeah, you be excited for what we have for our unicorn. It's gonna be good.
Oh, spoiler alert! One of ours is a unicorn. I don't know if I said that part of it.
Huh?
But yes, we're doing another theme. If you remember, the last theme was otters.
Yeah.
And we did our otter paladin.
Yeah.
And if you follow me on Twitter, there's a good chance you have a pretty good idea where I'm headed with it. There are at least 3 tweets that if you put them together...
Might be able to figure it out. Just maybe. This Griddle is blessed by Joaquin. Yeah. Alright. There's a big skip the dish order going on in the office right now, and I'm like, somebody, me, please?
Is it a big what order?
Everyone's getting skip the dish for lunch today, so I was like,
that?
oh, me. Add me to that list.
Did they add you?
Yeah. I've been like,
Sure.
as we've been talking, I've been kind of like looking through a menu and been like, what do I want to get for lunch? Settled on just a classic bacon cheeseburger.
Mm.
With no tomato.
What?
Alright. So great. I don't have to like get out of here and be like, now what am I gonna do for lunch? And just sit there, kind of meander for a little bit.
Yeah.
Cheeseburger sounds
That's right,
good.
because after we do our show, you've still got like
I still have an entire workday ahead of me.
a
Yeah.
work day.
Yeah. Yeah. So I usually get out, take my lunch, and then take it to the rest of the day. cheeseburger sounds good, but get the poutine with it.
Wait, what?
Oh my god.
No.
No, I wasn't feeling poutine today. I had a poutine yesterday, the day before. So I had poutine this week.
If you wanted to get really fancy with your poutine and also really enjoy a buttery cracker, would you be poutine on the Ritz?
Poutine on the Ritz? Poutine on a Ritz cracker?
Putting
Oh.
on the Ritz.
No, that's no bueno. No bueno. Ever think of getting that hard shell stuff for ice cream?
Mm.
I know y'all could make some crazy stuff that way.
Oh,
Is a
for his
flirty
butter-
vampire who raises the dead a necromancer? I need a soundboard so I can like didn't every time.
Yeah, right. You'd hit crickets for me all the time.
I would love to get a soundboard going. That'd be. No, I'm not gonna look it up right now.
You're looking up a.
I thought about it. I was like, nah. Actually, it probably would come through. Hold on, let me see if I can. Just. Oh, there's a lot of these, and they're. Hold on. I want to lower this down a little bit and just see.
So,
A lot of these are not appropriate.
Hog Linux, the magic shell. So the question mark to that, I think they mean like when they dip ice cream in like I've seen cherry a lot, where you dip it in and it coats it and it creates kind of like a shell. But I don't know how that would work for this. I mean, other than ruining my griddle.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of these that are just, I think, not appropriate. Wait.
Oh, the soundboard stuff?
The soundboard stuff? Yeah. Hold on. There we go. I don't know if that played through or not.
I didn't hear anything on my end.
You may not, I think it might have played through for chat, but I don't know. It did? Okay. That was Timo's laugh. All right. Soundboard's gone. Was there anything good there? that was creepy. Yeah, Timo's laugh is not a good laugh.
Timo?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Timo's from League of Legends. Oh, Sasha heard it too. Yeah, Timo is a nightmare creature. Yeah, Captain Timo on duty. Timo was one of my first like main champions in League of Legends. I got wrecked by that little rat, and I was like, "This dude is cool. I want to play him." And that's all I played for a while.
I've never really gotten too into it. I'm always like, if I'm on a good team, then okay. But if I'm dependent on it all, we are gonna lose.
Yeah.
Although I find
If you expect me to carry, that's not gonna happen.
yeah, I just try to stick with like tanks. So I
Yeah.
can be like, here, I'll soak up damage and pull them in, and you do the thing.
Yeah.
But like strategy, like, oh, we need you to kite this player or do this. I'm like, no, they're gonna get me and they're gonna hurt me.
Yeah. Smite was always pretty cool. I played it a couple times, but never got too much into it. It's just having played a bunch of League and then going to like a third person view of it, just like this is, I don't know, it's weird. Yeah.
Third person Smite? Or
Yeah.
a third
Yes.
person-
Smite's in third person. Yeah.
So it's just like you're like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. It's definitely a different style of
Does it play like
MOBA?
a third person game?
Yeah. It's
Does it play
it's just a
differently?
MOBA in third person. So you have the same thing. Jungle, the lanes,
Mm.
whole shebang. You have your QWER
But
abilities,
you can, but you can see less of what's going on around you.
yeah, pretty much. It's definitely interesting, but
Y'all ready for the angelic unicorn?
Let's go.
Sheepicorn?
Yeah.
Well, you got it.
Da-da-da. Flying through the sky.
Making wishes come true.
Yeah. All I can think of right now is like the Care Bear countdown. Who's that coming from somewhere up in the sky? Magic the Gathering is doing a secret lair release that uses the D&D cartoon as the theme.
Oh, yeah.
I did see that, yeah.
I think I saw Tyler Walpole post about that. If anyone ever played Guilty Gear, the older Guilty Gears,
I think I played it like once or twice, like one of the older ones. But
but
I heard the new one is pretty good.
But just, you know, when I'm doing the angelic one and now this one in my head, I just heard heaven or hell.
The DM from the cartoon with the bald halfling dude. Yeah, they're making the Magic the Gathering cards of that. It's super neat. Guilty Gear, most insane story. I never got too much into like the anime fighters. Mainly because it's like, oh, you got me into a combo. Okay, I'm dead. And I'm not that good at fighting games, so. The last one I played was one of the ones with the most ridiculous names.
Chips enough.
Hold on, what was it called? Under Night in Birth. Yeah, Under Night in Birth, like exit latte, yeah, whatever. Yeah, it's like super anime name. I played it once with my friend because he just got it. He's a huge fighting game player. So he got it, had been playing it for a couple months. He was like, hey, you should come over and we can play this game. I was like, oh, yeah, sure. And he just proceeded to whoop me for like an hour. And I was like, yeah, man, I'm glad I came over. This was a lot of fun. Yeah.
I just always had this thing where, like, I'm not... When it comes to fighting games, I'm one of the best who's not any good.
Yes.
You know? Like, I'm decent enough. But once someone like actually plays and knows what they're doing,
yeah,
then I'm just super outclassed.
You know what iframe means? Okay, I've lost.
But yeah, that's why like anytime there's someone who's like, oh man, I'm so good at Street Fighter, I could take you out easy. I'm so good. I use Ryu and that. I'm like, all right, cool. And then I just ask one question to them all: what's a cross up? And if they answer that with anything other than what a cross up is, then I'm usually like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the only fighting games I've been like moderately good at were Soul Calibur 2 on the arcades, and the Naruto Clash of Ninja fighting games. Those ones, I am pretty good at the Clash of Ninja ones, but and I was like moderately okay at Soul Calibur.
I've never been great at 3D fighting games.
Cadillacs and Dinosaurs? What?
Oh yeah, I remember that game. Excuse me.
Oh, bless you. I've never heard of. Weird. This looks weird.
Cadillacs and Dinosaurs?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh, is it like a side-scrolling action beat 'em up? Oh, it's Shaq Fu. Yeah.
Remember Clay Fighters?
Yes. I think I played like once or twice. I had Street Fighter 2 on Super Nintendo. I was like, okay. at that. Never really good.
Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo was one of my favorites.
I think Gar was saying he was good at Street Fighter 2 on Super Nintendo. I worked on the community team for a fighting game for a few years ago. It was interesting. I bet. Fighting game communities can be intense.
Every community can be intense.
That's true, yeah. Tekken. I never really got too much into Tekken. Soul Calibur was definitely where I preferred. I remember an arcade local here to town called Johnny Z's that's now since closed down. That had a Soul Calibur 2 machine where me and my friends would go and play there every once in a while. And we had one of he was the best Cassandra player in Victoria was playing there one day. And it was like we were all kind of like rotating through trying to beat him, and he just kept whooping us. I did bring him to a 2-2 matchup because the sun was in his eyes, so I had a bit of an advantage. And I was like, I might win this one. He's blind.
Nothing's worse than like, oh, one of the buttons doesn't work. Like, well, that's sort of a big deal.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's no big deal, man. Just don't use that one. They're like, oh, okay. Don't use hard punch. Got it.
I think of other like fighting games that I played. Was it Jump Stars? It's like one of the first like 3DS games I played. Oh my god. Is it Jump Ultimate Stars? Yeah, it was Jump Ultimate Stars. It was just like it was a DS game that just included all the Shonen Jump characters, like Goku, Luffy, Naruto, Shaman King, Hitman Reborn, like all these like anime characters that you just like a 2D like platformer fighter. It was pretty fun.
Was that when Shonen something or other, the one that came out not too long ago, like within the last couple of years, last 2 years, 3 years? Shonen Jump. I think is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I think it's it's that same.
It being on the DS.
Yeah, it was on the DS, and they remade it for the PS4, or they made like a bigger one. Yeah.
TwitchCon a couple of years ago, they had a demo of it.
Yeah.
It was funny because at the time I was so newly any kind of into anime that I didn't know any of the stuff, and now like I'll look back at it and be like, oh shit, movie.
Yeah, the DOA games were fun too. They kind of, I think the DOA games kind of branched off into a whole different genre of games rather than fighting games. Peak Fighting Game is creating a fighting game out of a movie based on that same fighting game. Oh man, I don't think I've actually ever fully watched the Street Fighter movie. Jiggle physics. Yeah.
For me, it was a Tuesday.
Yeah, lucky you. I still want to watch it. If it's, is it as good / bad as the Mortal Kombat movie?
The first one?
Yeah.
The first Mortal Kombat movie, to this day, still slaps.
Totally.
Unironically, is very good.
Yeah.
The second one is.
Yeah, second one was a bit meh. Your thoughts on the Mario movie?
I have no thoughts on the Mario.
You have no thoughts? Oh, it's worse than Mortal Kombat? Oh, okay. That sucks.
The first Mortal Kombat, much worse. The second Mortal Kombat, slightly worse.
I liked the Mario Brothers movie.
Here's the thing, though. Raul Julia put on an acting clinic, though. As M. Bison, he did a very good job. It's just, it was like, there was nothing...
They made a Mario movie? That's a good point, yeah. Street Fighter is a disaster you can't stop watching. Worse than Mortal Kombat, but possibly better than the second. That's awesome.
The second was...
We all know those movies for garbage. We loved them back in the day, yeah. I wish there was like a good game movie. But like the Resident Evil movies are all kind of like okay.
I don't like them.
Yeah.
The animated Resident Evil is actually pretty
Yeah. What other video game movies or video games related to movie?
There's one, like, I know that there is at least one out there that we're gonna think of, like, oh my gosh, that one is actually super good, because I know there is one.
All right, so Super Mario Brothers was okay. Double Dragon.
I loved Double Dragon.
I have that movie. I have it on VHS still.
I do know that if I watched it now, I'd be like, what the hell did I see?
Yeah.
I enjoyed Advent Children a lot.
Yeah, I guess I'm more thinking about like live action ones.
I know.
Yeah. Tomb Raider.
No.
No.
I mean, some people might like it.
What about the original Doom movie with The Rock?
Wait, Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
Yeah.
Pass.
Pass. All right. So actually, okay. So the top 4 movies at a worldwide box office was Warcraft was the first one.
Really?
Yeah. They made 439 million. Detective Pikachu, which actually really loved. I thought that was a fun movie, definitely for kids, but I definitely enjoyed it.
It was enjoyable, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I loved it.
Yeah. Rampage, also with The Rock, I think.
Yeah, I saw
What else we got? The Prince of Persia movie.
that.
I don't think I ever actually saw it. Was it bad?
Problematic at best.
Problematic at best. Wow. What else we got?
Assassin's Creed was not good.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed. Yeah, Tomb Raiders.
One of the Hitman movies I enjoyed.
Yeah.
Actually, pretty good enough.
Need for Speed.
Oh, is there a movie?
Yeah, there was a movie for it. Yeah.
Yeah, like based on the video game?
Yes.
Angry Birds? That's not.
The Angry Birds. Yeah. Someone mentioned Pixel, which I think is a dishonor to video game movies. I never watched it because it just did not look good.
So the Silent Hill movie started good. It went pretty off the rails.
Yeah. Well, there was a House of the Dead movie.
Oh, you know what game I got 2 days ago? And is very spooky and very hard.
What?
But I should have turned the heat on more. Darn it.
Oh no.
Resident Evil 7. Because it was $20.
Oh, Seven's the one of the big house, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That game is spooky. I actually I can't play Resident Evil games because they're too scary.
I wanted to seriously just be like, game, give me a minute to look around. This dude is just chasing me.
Yeah, sometimes you just can't. Yeah.
And it's just, I mean, give me more bullets. I know you can craft and stuff, but man, I got to a spot, man, where I did everything I could to make it harder on myself. Like, I had no room for stuff, so I was like, well, I don't know, I don't have this yet, and it's gonna probably be a while, so let me get rid of my shotgun shells. Then I got the shotgun. And
Yeah.
oh, cool,
No.
I have 2 shotgun shells, and I have to fight 3 of these things. That a couple good headshots will do it, but getting those is not like, it's no like Uncharted or one of those games where it's just like headshots all day.
Yeah. Yeah. I couldn't. Yeah. I watched a Let's Play of it. More so than playing it because it's just too scary.
Well, it's just something like that. Ashley is kind of like she actually was like, we were playing it together, which is really good too because I have no spatial awareness, That's why like theater of the mind can be kind of hard for me. When it's like, okay, you
Yeah.
enter a room, there are four pillars, there's this on the wall, this on the wall. Meanwhile, if you want to be like, okay, who wants to wrap up what was in our last game session? Sorry, guys, it was 2 months ago, and I'm like, here, let me tell you everything that happened.
Oh, so
But then they're
does she
like,
be like, oh, you missed this, or like there's a box there?
well, yeah, she'll kind of be like, go to that room there, and I'm like, thank you. I got the scorpion key. She's like, oh yeah, it's upstairs in that room. I was like, oh yeah, how do I get there?
Yeah, that's good. You have like she's like your Navi, like your map.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah. listen to me. Yeah, there's a lot of live action like game movies. Oh, did you watch the Sonic the Hedgehog one?
Oh yeah, that one was actually very good.
I haven't seen it yet. I just want to see it for Jim Carrey. That's really the biggest reason.
I was kind of the same, but for Sonic is the guy from Parks and Recreations. Someone say who voices Sonic.
Who voiced Sonic?
Hopefully the Metal Gear movie will be good.
Oh, is it Metal Gear movie? That's cool.
I feel like I heard something like that.
Ben Schwartz as Sonic. Yeah.
Yeah. He's just great and hilarious.
Yeah, I do want to watch that. I haven't seen it yet.
Y'all ready for flips?
Let's go. Bah. The back of it, not gonna lie, it looked like a Tepig, like from Pokemon. Yeah, this one is the. Oh my God, Alexis. This is Alexis one. From the Sketching Hour on Wednesdays. Woo!
Hosted by Lauren.
Yeah. Oh, live action. Okay, The Witcher has been a great series.
Yep.
Yeah, love it. 10 out of 10. Want season 2. Henry Cavill is Dreamboat. Was The Witcher a book and then a game and TV series? Yes. Yeah. It's by a Polish writer. Then CD Projekt Red was like, "Hey, your book is great. We'll make it into a game." And the guy was like, "Yeah, that game's not going to sell well, so I'll sell it to you for really cheap." And then CD Projekt Red was like, "Okay," and then made 3 banger games. With the third one being, I think, the kind of the pinnacle one. And then
you know what else has that style to it of the like woefully undercharged for the thing being as amazing as it was?
What?
So Stephen King had this thing. I don't know if he still does it, but with all the money he made from Hollywood for his big books and things like that,
Yeah.
he had what he referred to as his dollar babies. And basically it was a thing where you could buy the rights to any short story that he wrote and make a movie out of it. So like film school students, things like that could get the rights to a short story for literally $1.
Oh, that's awesome.
You know what was one of his short stories?
What?
Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, really?
For $1.
Oh man. Whew. Lacey Jacob would like a live action movie set in the Metro Stalker universe. Oh yeah. Yeah. I haven't played a lot of those games, but they are pretty wild. I played a little bit of like the most recent Metro. We all needed a live action from Death Stranding, but we don't know it yet. I don't know. That game was pretty much a movie from what I've heard.
Yeah.
I think it's like the same way I wouldn't want to see an Uncharted movie.
I would.
Yeah.
And we're going to.
Are we?
Yeah,
I mean, like the game itself is pretty much a movie. Like,
Tom Holland is gonna be Drake, and
is he really?
yeah, dude, this is like, and Mark Wahlberg is Sully, which is I'm not as on board for it, but
Oh, he is. Oh my god.
all right, here we go. This is this is Lee's sketching half hour unicorn.
I think I like Mark Wahlberg as Sully. I don't know how I feel about Tom Holland as Nathan Drake though. Wait, that's Tom Holland with a mustache? What?
No,
Oh, wait. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Jonas is pretty sure the Shawshank Redemption was based on Rita Hayworth and the Shawshank Redemption. Was that the short film?
well, I mean the short story.
Short story. That's what I meant, not film. Oh my god. Yeah, I think that the Nathan. Yeah, I think I've seen the Nathan Fillion fan film for Uncharted,
Mhm.
and I think it's like all I can think of for Nathan Drake. It's just actually just Nathan Fillion playing because he does the voice for it. I think
No, he doesn't.
he doesn't. I thought he did. Who's Nathan Drake's voice actor? Oh, Nolan North.
Yeah. Which is funny because he also is the voice of Spider-Man and Tom Holland.
All right. Okay. Okay. Either way, I want to see Nathan Fillion do it.
Well, then just watch the fan film for on repeat for an hour and a half, 2 hours.
All right. Captain Hammer here, hair blowing in the breeze. Yeah. Why do people feel the need to remake good movies? Money. If this went over well, we should remake it. We can make more money out of it. That's pretty much it. Maybe tweak it to make it, I was going to say better, but probably not. Is there even any like movies that are coming out soon that are like that are gonna be supposed to be good? Oh, have you watched Cruella?
No.
I've heard. I think I've heard like mixed on that one. What else is? Oh, new Lord of the Rings series. Ooh. I don't think I've seen a lot about it yet. Oh, it's Amazon's Lord of the Rings. They're producing it.
I think the only thing I've heard is it's like the most money being ever spent on a series.
Total price tag for the first season of the show is estimated to come in at $450 million. Dang. Who's starring in it? It's a prequel series. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't think I've heard. I don't see anybody who's really supposed to be in it that I know. I know. You got some actors lined up, but nobody that I really recognize. But also, I'm not too good at like recognizing actors besides like the super big ones. So let's add maturity to this series about overthrowing evil. Yeah. There's also a Lord of the Rings anime coming. Oh. Lord of the Rings anime. I hope it's somebody it's somebody tossed into Middle Earth.
Like
Like an isekai style. Yeah. Just
like a kid in King Arthur's court, the Lord of the Rings edition.
yeah. Lord of the Rings anime. The War of the Rohirrim? I forget how it's pronounced. There's no. Huh. Yeah, I mean, I like Lord of the Rings. It's never been like my favorite fantasy series. I read a majority of the books when I was a kid, but I think I got partway through. I think it was partway through the third book before I was like, I can't stand his writing anymore. It was just like so much. It was just so much like fluff to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to the point where I was reading about the Ents, tree Ents, and it was just like 2.5, 3 pages of just like straight talking about the leaves on the trees, and I was like, nah, I can't anymore. You lost me. His prose was purple, yeah. Yeah, it was just like, yeah, I think it was only like 15 when I read it, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. I'm tired of learning about, reading about all these leaves and the trees. I can't. Yeah, FF, Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, Star Wars, make new things. I do kind of agree. And the hard part about like the making new things is just like it'll always be compared to what is older, and there's always gonna be that group that's like, well, this isn't as good because it's not like Lord of the Rings good. So I'm trying to think of like a new series that's come out that's been like, wow, this is like really, really good. But a couple tries to get through Fellowship after coming off The Hobbit, but I greatly enjoyed them when I finished. Yeah, I'm kind of just waiting for like when they start doing because they're obviously at some point they're gonna make a Name of the Wind book, which I think they're already doing a series on Netflix about it. I think there was supposed to be like a Name of the Wind series coming out on Netflix, or was it a Sanderson one?
Hope it is Stormlight.
I thought what's his name? Try the similarity and talk about hard to read. Yeah. Who did? Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh, Lin-Manuel Miranda. That's it. I think he was supposed to be like making a series on Netflix for a book. The Name of the Wind is getting a prequel series with Lin-Manuel Miranda. Thinking of it. Yeah. Focusing on. So yeah, how do you pronounce the main character's name in Name of the Wind?
Quoth or something like that.
Yeah, I think I went with Quoth, like Quoth when I was reading it too, but I think they said it's Quoth.
Right. They kind of talk about that being how it's pronounced in the book.
Yeah. Is this hulked out unicorn Tyrell? And then read a Splendid Chaos. Ooh, what's that? Splendid Chaos. by John Shirley. Well, surely it must be good. Ha 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 ha. Oh, published 1988. Oh, that's before my time. I have not read that, no. So the last, like, besides, I think the last series I remember reading, like, all the way through and, like, being like, oh, I really like this, was the Night Angel trilogy by Brent Weeks. Thought that was a good one.
I wish they gave the Dresden Files a little bit more. I think that came at it. They put that out too soon. Like,
well, it was a. I didn't realize it was a TV show.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I never really like read the books either, so. I do remember reading like, I think The Magicians, and being like, oh, this book was okay. Then the TV series came out for it, and I was like, okay, maybe I'll take it back.
Show was pretty good.
Yeah, it was. Like yeah, it was okay. It's really good reading for if you like sci-fi and crosses sci-fi fantasy. Yeah, I'm not a big sci-fi fan. Definitely more into like the kind of medieval magic fantasy. Is it Unicorn Brock Sampson?
It is absolutely Unicorn Brock Sampson. Ding, 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 ding.
You're the winner.
The winner.
Yeah. Backlanders. I also read The Magician's Kind of Regret It. Yeah, it was like one of those books. I was like, it's okay, but yeah. There is a. There's another book by Brent Weeks I have at home that I've been meaning to read. I bought like years ago. I'm like, oh, I'll read it at some point, and then just like never got around to it. What was it? I think it was The Black Prism. Yeah, I think it's Black Prism. Trevor, I feel this, yeah. The Prism series is pretty good. Oh, good. Okay. Yes, like I said, like I read the kind of the Way of the Shadows series, the Night Angel trilogy from Ben Weeks. I enjoyed it. Good at writing. Actually, no. I need to go. I need to read more. If your to read pile is shorter than you were doing fine. Yeah, that's true. Sorry, Lee, were you saying something?
With Name of the Wind, I was just like, you know what? I used to read all the time, and then I got my phone back.
Yeah, then I got my phone. Yeah, that's a big one.
Well, it's just, I mean, when I was in treatment, I read all the time.
Oh yeah.
I read a lot of the Wheel of Time.
So one of the ones I need to go back and finish is the Lies of Locke Lamore, that series. I need to read more, I think, as I load up another series on Crunchyroll. Yeah. That's a big one. Yeah, like the Lies of Locke Lamore one. Locke Lamora? That's it, yeah. Thank you, Nevada. Always there for me. The Gentleman Bastard sequence. I read. I just picked up Lies. Yeah, Trevor. The first book was really good. I did read that. Then I got like part one of the second book, and I was like, okay, I'll put this down for a second, and then just I'll read it later. And then never got back to it. So, but you can definitely say the Lies of Locke Lamora is a really good book.
Saga of the Seven Sons is one of the sci-fi books that I will always adore.
The Seven Sons?
Yeah, like suns as in
Like sun in the sky?
the celestial body.
Yeah. By Kevin J. Anderson?
Yeah, so basically it is when Frank Herbert died, the writer of Dune, his son and Kevin J. Anderson finished and continued the Dune series.
Ah, okay.
So it's Brian Herbert and Kevin J. Anderson. And Kevin J. Anderson did Saga of the Seven Sons. My dad had it, and it's I think I've even brought it up before. It's the only book that I think I've ever read, like a series of books that I've ever read, where as I would finish one, I'd be like, well, there it is. They're screwed. There's no way out of this. Like, okay, next book is like the aftermath of failure, and then like you start the next book, you're like, oh my god, that's out. I am really, really excited to flip this pancake.
It's gonna look good. Yeah.
The goal I had in mind, I think I definitely succeeded in.
I think what I want like a Nya skin for a familiar in game. I think that's what I want more than just like a spatula familiar or something like that. I had to step away. What did I miss, Carwar? You missed a lot of book talk. Are you reading? Are you reading any books right now? Yeah, you missed book club. Yeah, good answer. Yeah. And the takeaway is that we should all read. Pick up a book. Read more.
Books. Check them out.
Yeah. Been around for a while, you know.
At your local library.
Yeah.
Anybody remember those California raisins?
I do like raisins. Raisins are good.
I do not.
Gora's reading Box in the Woods by Maureen Johnson. I'm Googling it.
There's one called, I think, Sabriel. That when I was getting into like reading a little bit more back in the day, and I was reading more fantasy stuff and all that. It was like after I was reading the Mistborn books, things like that. He was like, "Oh man, you might like this one if you like."
Oh, with Garth
that
Nix.
stuff.
Garth Nix.
That's
Because Nevada's freaking out in
Sabriel?
chat. She's like, "Oh my God, Sabriel, Garth Nix."
Oh, okay. Nevada, could you maybe walk out of the room for just a moment, then? Because I'm about to take a dump on that.
Oh.
I did not enjoy it one bit.
Oh.
It's pacing. I mean, I didn't get far enough into it, maybe.
Yeah.
But
Careful, she's gonna want that wristband back.
Come, you'll have to contain it.
Yeah, right up my cold dead wrist. So sorry, pacing was bad, and
I don't know. The writing was just. There was something about it. I just was like, I don't like this one bit. I mean, I understand people would, and that's awesome. But I don't know. It was just the way it was written. It was like an author thing. I couldn't get past word choice and how it was. The storyline was cool. It had potential there, but I don't know. I'd have to reread it just to remember why I never want to read that book again. So it's a real.
Yeah. Can we count Pathfinder books as D&D books?
No.
No, because they're different.
Yeah. I don't. That's yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
Can
what you
we?
mean by like. Do you mean
Can we
like the
count?
actual like written like novels, or like the adventure paths? So I actually think Pathfinder does adventure paths really well compared to D&D. To be honest,
Right, but you wouldn't call it a D&D book.
it's true. Yeah, I just like a lot of the campaigns actually take you to 20. They do the 1 to 20 rather than like here's like one book and you get 1 to 15. Whereas like the other ones are like it's actually a full on series of events that lead you up until like the 20. So
Oh, they'll take you to 20, baby. They will take you there.
yeah. I came to service their air conditioning and then asked if I wanted some more. Just like, oh, I swear, the people just want to buy all my things, and I'm here for it. Nice. Get that cash,
Wait,
Garwar.
wait, what happened?
Someone showed up to fix Garwar's air conditioning system, then was like, hey, your motorcycle's cool. Can I buy it? You want to sell it? And Garwar's like, hell yeah. Yeah, campaigns can last level 20? Yeah, shocker, right? Well, getting ready for the flip. Almost there. I see people putting the flips in chat. I just don't like Pathfinder as a game system. It's a lot. It's definitely a lot more crunchy, for sure.
All right, ready for the flip?
Yeah, let's go. Oh! Barbarian unicorn.
Rock Samson, the barbarian unicorn.
Yeah. Yeah, we were discussing what to do with for our unicorn. Yeah, the Swollicorn. The Swollicorn. I like it. We're talking about what to do with the unicorn this time. I was like, well, we did like a paladin otter last time. So what if we did like another D&D class, but with the unicorn? I kind of threw out the generic because we can do a cleric or warlock. And he was like, whoa, those are boring answers.
I didn't say they were boring. I said they were obvious.
Obvious, yeah. I was like, I'm just testing the waters with this just to see if you were into it. And he's like, I think I mentioned rogue. So I liked the idea of like a unicorn trying to sneak around, but all you hear is like clop 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 of its hooves.
And I was just like, let's take the majesty out of it and just have it be a barbarian. And then I was like,
Yeah,
I know the best barbarian.
yeah. Can you smell the corn is cooking? I like it. Yeah, so we wanted to do. So I like the city. I think if we continue on with like with this trend of like the animal kind of with the sketching hour on Wednesdays at 3, and then or 4, 3, yeah 3, and then we do our own. I like that. I think we should just keep doing different classes. That's not to say we won't go back to a class that fits really well, but
Or at least that's a starting point. I mean, there is something nice about like, hey, I get to flex my creative muscles a little bit on it. It's just been kind of nice and fun.
yeah.
And granted, I did a hybridization of Brock Samson and a unicorn to make barbarian, but
It fits well. I like it. It looks really good.
yeah,
This is definitely, I think, top 10 pancake. This is a very angry unicorn. Oh, we got 5 minutes.
All right, give me something. We want.
Oh man! All right, chat. You heard him.
I got a lot of colors.
Yeah. Pick something, really quick. What we can do in 5 minutes. A Moogle done. Nah, maybe. We'll see.
I don't know if I can.
Dragon bait. Oh, Nate Dragon.
What dragon?
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna see if I can find a good picture of him. It's like it's like a recurring character through like the C&E games. Here, this will work.
So, bro, give me that picture, bro.
I'm trying.
Got my DM open, bro.
I didn't have Twitter open. I don't know how well this is gonna look. That guy. Yeah, the whole Vox Machina and Mighty 9 fight pancake in 5 minutes. Yeah. I saw something. Yeah. Yeah, the big thing I think was saying Pathfinder and D&D is Pathfinder's a lot more number crunchy because it came from 3.5, right? So, 2e is actually, I think, it's still a bit crunchy. There's a ton of status effects you have to kind of like get used to and like memorize and stuff, or have a list out and ready. But I really enjoy the action economy. For 2e. Yeah. Oh wait, Nevada, are you looking for your Taylor's tape? I see some posts on Twitter about it. It's upstairs on my desk. It's on my desk upstairs. It's underneath one of the I think the white monitor. It was my fault. I needed it for 3D printing. I was measuring stuff. Just see 2 tweets of her being like, "I can't find my Taylor's tape." Yeah. Getting ripped on your own show live. You just get used to it. It just happens all the time. This is a modern same house conversation, yeah. Look, I was setting up a 3D printer that I had spent a ton of time working on, trying to get it all fixed, and I needed to measure the distance between the extruder and the BL Touch auto leveler I had. So I was like, you know what? I need something that'd be really easy to measure with. And the first thing I saw was her whatever it's called. The Taylor's tape, that's it. So I just grabbed it and measured, put in the numbers I needed, and we're good to go. So and then I just never put it back downstairs. It was me, Nevada. It was me all along. Yep. His middle name is Dio. Yeah. It was me, Dio. All right, off Twitter now. You can eventually be forgiven provided you didn't use the fabric scissors. Oh, I don't touch the fabric scissors. 100%. I know. I cannot do that. Every time I grab a pair of scissors, I'm like, can I use these ones? Are these ones okay? And I just...
Don't get on the bed. No funny.
Don't get on the bed. Is it expensive to make the 3D stuff in the printers? Not really. The filament's actually pretty cheap. You get a huge spool for $30, and you can make a fair amount of stuff with that one. Spool. The problem is when it gets halfway through a print and then stops for some dumb reason. That we were printing this elephant. What's about this big by this, and it's a 24-hour print, so a full day for it to go and finish. Then apparently, and then so I let it out overnight. I said, it'll be fine. I've had a pretty good truck roll with the printer recently, so it should be fine. Let it overnight, and then I didn't check it in the morning, which was kind of silly. Came home from work and was like, "Oh, Devette, you checked the printer recently?" She's like, "Oh, yeah, it looks good. It looks fine." It's very cool. And about a couple hours later, I go upstairs and I find the extruder where the stuff comes out of is like 3 inches above the actual the 3D printed model, and it's trying to print, but nothing's coming out because the filament had got caught on itself and wasn't pulling anymore. And I was like, oh well, that's a huge waste. So you can't. It's with my printer, I can't just bring it back down and fix it because the printing code doesn't know where it is anymore. So yeah, so that was just oh well, there goes a huge waste of time and a waste of filament. So I got to throw that out and start again. But I don't want to use this spool because it keeps catching. So it means it was wounding correctly when it was sold.
Trying to pass the buck.
Yeah, definitely not my fault. I mean, it's 100%. The filament was like it's wound underneath itself, so it just got pulled and got stuck.
I know.
Yeah, and just like so you see it and you're like, like no, so much time wasted. It's 3D printing is when it works and you get the stuff printed, it's so cool. Like it's so much fun, but it's all this setup and like stuff in between that drives me crazy. Wild's a better word for that, not crazy. Don't say crazy; it's a bad word. I'm trying to stop myself from saying that word. It's very hard. At least it didn't string. Yeah, at least it didn't just like spray out everywhere. Which I'm happy for that. I mean, even a bigger waste of a filament. It's worse with resin. Oh god, yeah. Yeah, Trevor, I've tried. Wild's been my go-to as well. I catch myself and I mix it up sometimes still. So I'm working on it. Yeah, resin is one I also want to try, but I think I want to get good with this 3D printer first before I break into resin, and don't necessarily have the space for a resin printer yet because I heard it gets kind of smelly, and our house doesn't have like the best ventilation, so. But one day, I think that the Griddle Champion Z20 I print that I showed you guys last week, I think that was resin printed. Yeah. But 3D printing's fun. It's just stressful. Oh, almost done. Almost printed. A lot of orange there.
I just needed a background color for it, but I did it fast.
That's true. Yeah. Banged that out in like 7 minutes. That was show speed.
Yeah, that was event lease.
Yeah. I was cranking the high and go.
Yeah.
Don't hurt Nate. He's been in I think Bushwhacker 2 and Crusaders.
You getting into Idle Champions somehow?
I don't he may have snuck in somewhere. Boom. Hey, Night Dragon. Woo! Alright, the fast-paced version. Yeah, Crusaders. Alright, that is it for today. So thank you all for hanging out on Friday with us in the morning, getting hungry, talking about having a book club. It's all good. Sorry, guys. Anime club next week. We got it. So yeah, thank you for playing the game. Thank you for playing Dungeons & Dragons, Pathfinder. Thanks for playing TTRPGs and just hanging out. You guys are all rock. This show exists because of a number of amazing people behind the scenes, including our corporate Sasha, as well as our partners at Dungeons & Dragons, Greg, Bart, Pelham, Allison, Charlie, and Lisa. We got 1 p.m. You know it already. It's Galwar's Guide to Everything. And I don't think we have a Bushwhacker stream this Friday because Nick's getting married. So, yeah, I guess it's a good reason not coming for a stream. So until then, we'll see you guys next week. And bye. I miss you already. Bye.
Bye.